You're listening to In My Humble Opinion with Charles Lewis and Maxilia Robinson. Only on 101 Jams.
Welcome. In My Humble Opinion. And so what we're going to do right about now is share a little good news with y'all. And this also fits under how we rep our schools and our educators and our students when they do great things. And so who I have with me right now is a staple in our community that I'm sure most of you are familiar with. I have Pastor Rickey White of the Union Run Baptist Church over in Keswick with me right now. How are you today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great, Charles. It's great to be here, man.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us. And I know you're a man that's very fervent in his ministry. And one of the things that I'm impressed that you do is you definitely give back, and which I feel like is a staple for for any spiritual person. And you give back, in particularly with the 100 Black Men of Central Virginia. And so these past couple of weeks, I understand that there's been an M-Cube Academy going on where a lot of young black males have benefited from it. So tell us your position with M-Cube Academy and how you got started with that, your involvement with it.
Okay, the M-Cube Academy, M-Cube stands for Math, Men, and Mission, which was a brainchild of Dr. Bernard Hashton and Dr. Robert Berry and others. And the goal was to bring African-American boys who are rising 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders into a place where they can have some very strenuous math enrichment during a summer program. Mm-hmm. And for the past 2 weeks, we've actually had opportunity to work with 44 wonderful kings, African-American kings in the community. And I serve as a 8th grade served as an 8th grade teacher, math teacher for this summer. And what I usually do is take off 2 weeks from, I guess I would say take off 2 weeks from ministry, but I don't really take it off because ministry continues on. Mm-hmm. But I actually take off some time during the day so I can work with the kids. And for the past 2 weeks, we have had a wonderful time doing many things there within the Math Academy. One thing that we did was we had a robotics program there in 8th grade, and the kids had the opportunity to not only put the robots together, but to program the robots to perform certain tasks. Mm-hmm. And they did an awesome job with that. Yeah. Each morning, the kids would start off with some type of math challenge problem, which was really cool. And then we use an online program called Khan Academy, which gave us opportunity for each child to find himself at the place that he was in math, mm-hmm. and to be challenged online, and we can kind of keep up with the progress of the child as they go through, as they went through, rather, right? Yeah,
good stuff. Yeah, I know the robotics piece was one of the things that was highlighted in that good piece that NBC 29 did of the academy during the first week.
Yeah,
it was good things.
Yeah, that's really cool. One thing the kids did was they had to program the robots to use their light sensor and to follow a line out of the classroom, down the hallway into another classroom. So it's just neat seeing the kids doing the robotics. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now the M-Cube Academy. So we got sort of the history of it, the design of it, and the purpose of it. But now for the kids who may be the first time, or parents, maybe the first time that they're actually hearing about it. What's the process? What's the selection process for the students?
Well, the selection process, any African American student who is a rising 5th grader, the child needs to have a 435 or more on his SOL math test, and that's how the selection process goes forth. That they're automatically selected. Parents will get a letter to them, and then they can decide if they want the child to be in the program or not.
Okay.
And then from that point on, the children will have mentors, and they'll go through the process. They'll be invited each year from their 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and then after 8th grade, they go into our high school scholars program where they have more group mentoring, and then when they graduate, hopefully they will have a nice GPA so they can receive a possible scholarship from the organization.
Okay, awesome, good stuff. And so So at the completion of the program, I also understand that the kids get recognized. So during the ceremony that took place at the end of it, was there any reviews, presentations that the students gave?
Right.
Of the work that they've done. What happened at the ceremony?
Right. Usually, what happens each year is that we would invite the parents to come in on that last day. So parents came in on the last day. They had the opportunity to go into the classroom and to just have a feeling of what happened or what transpired during the course of those 2 weeks. And the kids had the opportunity to show the parents some of the products that they actually produced. Also, parents had the opportunity to see some of the problems that were given to the kids, how they were challenged in the classroom. And from then, went over to the Holiday Inn and had a fabulous celebration. The kids had a creed this year, and the parents had the opportunity to hear, about the kids being mentees of the 100 Black Men. They had the opportunity to hear about just them being men of integrity, so it was really cool.
Yeah. And so one point of clarification. So as far as that whole mentee relationship piece, is the M-Cube Academy sort of the initial program that ushers in the kids, or how if a kid doesn't go to M-Cube, can they still enroll as being a mentee of the 100?
Well, they're going to come in through the M-Cube program. That is the initial way where the kids are actually introduced to the mentors. And one thing that there are times when there are group mentors where there's a group of men who will be mentoring a group of kids at certain schools. Some of the kids have individual mentees, so it's kind of how it has been worked out in the past with the parents.
Okay. And now, so to close on that, are there any shout outs you want to give for the M-Cube Academy? Because it looks like there's a lot of great brothers out there. I guess you could say more seasoned kings teaching our younger kings. So what about the volunteers? Was there any community involvement, or any of the staff out there that you want to highlight?
Yeah, we've had a great job, and Charles, your wife actually teaches the sixth graders, and we have Rachel Resnick who worked with our fifth graders. I think I got fifth and sixth grade right there, and then Dr. Robert Berry, professor from the University of Virginia, who has actually taken time out, who was one of the ones who helped to create the curriculum for the MQ program. He actually taught this last week of the MQ program for seventh grade. And then we had Brother George Mickey, who came in and worked with the kids for a week. And, so then I worked with the eighth graders. Now Wes Bellamy, our vice mayor, man, he's been there every day, working with the kids. He's the first one that the kids see when they come in. Wes has done an outstanding job working with the kids. Wes and Dr. Bernard Hairston has been there. Brother Maurice Hall has been there, interacting with the kids. And we've had many of the brothers who've come in during the course of the time and who shared with the kids. And so it's been really great.
Good. Well, thank you for all you do and for all you all out there that help and assist with that. But to transition a little bit, while we have you here, again, I know that you are a man about ministry. So tell us a little more about Pastor Rickey White. Some other things that you may have going on. Whether at your church or other community involvement, that you would like, the listening public to know about. Some services that may be out there for them, or things they can get involved with.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out for Union Run Baptist Church.
All right.
Union Run. We have an awesome time. We have a ministry there in Keswick, Virginia. I've served as a senior pastor there now for 27 years. My wife and I have had a wonderful time in ministry over the past 37 years. Married, and I've been in ministry for 38 years. 33 of those years I've been a pastor. I taught for 18 years. Okay. So we just have a wonderful time there at Union Run Baptist Church Ministry. We're progressive, spirit-filled. Adding on to the church, Charles. We're actually breaking ground in a couple of weeks, adding on to front and interior of the church. We're excited about that. Church is growing.
Absolutely.
The Lord is blessing. The Spirit of God is moving mightily. And I'm just excited about what God is doing there in Keswick, Virginia, and just in the body of Christ all together. Awesome. So I'm excited about what's happening in my life. I'm 57, almost 58, and I am excited about how God can keep us going and keep us blessed.
There you go.
Keep us walking in the flow of His Spirit, man.
Good stuff. So let me pose this question to you then. Being a teacher, now when you say a teacher, was that K through 12? In what subject?
I was certified 4 through 7.
Okay.
And my last assignment was at Stone Robinson Elementary School. I served there probably about 13 years or so. And I taught 4th and 5th grade, but I guess the last 8 years or so I worked with where I taught 5th grade. And I love working in 5th grade. Well, I love working with all the kids, but 5th grade you can do a lot of polishing.
Okay, right,
and you can really develop some very strong writers. Okay. And one thing I always admonish parents with the kids to make sure that you are working with your kids, and especially with similes and metaphors and onomatopoeia and alliteration. If you can start having the kids to include that in their writing, and then within your conversations between parent and kids, what is this like? What is this like? And have them to begin to paint pictures, because what happened is that if you can get the kids to work with the similes and metaphors and alliteration, onomatopoeia, and such as that, what's happened is that you're teaching them to begin to write more abstractly, and because you're writing more abstractly, you can enter into that soul of that teacher. Okay, so I believe that we're spiritual beings. We have a body. We live in a body, but we're spiritual beings. We live in a body. We have a soul, and that soul has the will, the intellect, and emotions. And so that the intellect of that teacher can be touched, or the emotions of that teacher can be touched, if you can use those similes and those metaphors in such a way that can paint a picture to make them say, "Wow."
Yeah. So let me ask you this then. So within your personality, it kind of sounds like that sort of the trinity, if you will, of your personality, like starts with that spirit of teaching, of being a teacher. And so, do you feel like that is sort of like your core gift, and then that branches off into your preaching and into your mentoring?
I think the core gift is that with me being a Christian minister, is that have that spirit of God. My spirit has been transformed, and so I want to walk in love, for everybody. So the main thing is that just love everybody, just no matter what's going on, just continue to walk in love, and then that soul, has been developing into that teacher. Okay. So my thinking is like a teacher, and I have that feeling, as a teacher. And my will is to teach, no matter what's going on. I want to teach. My dad was like that. I don't care what it was. My dad would make a teacher out of whatever came up. It was a teaching moment. Rick, boy, you see that pencil right there? And he'll take that pencil. He'll make a teaching moment out of it.
Good stuff.
And my kids say I'm the same way. No matter what comes on, I'm going to sit them down. I'm going to make a lesson out of it.
There you go. Life lessons. You know. Yeah. So anything we missed? Any closing comments you have? Any words of encouragement you want to leave with us?
Well, the words of encouragement, that I would have at this time is that for us to continue to love everybody, keep going forth no matter what. I tell everybody, no matter what's happening, no matter what's going on, no matter how sad you are, no matter what stress you're going through, keep on going forward, because you never know what God has in store for you. So keep smiling, because your day is going to be brighter. There you go. Well, thank you, Pastor White. Hey, man, Charles. Yeah. Hey, God bless you, bro. Absolutely, you as well, and I want you to feel free to stop by any time, because the world could definitely use a little more encouragement. So anytime you riding by the studios and something touches your heart, you want to stop by here, just send me a text, and we'll try to get you on the air. Sounds good. Can I give one more shout out to my sweet and lovely wife, Natalie Jackson White? That's right. Right. All right. Well, thank you, sir, and thank you, Mrs. Pat. She goes by Reverend White, minister. Yeah, she's Minister Natalie White. That's right. Minister Natalie White. Great union there. Great shoes to fill, and an example to follow there. So, once again, this was Charles Lewis, in my humble opinion, and we just chatted with Pastor Rickey White of Union Run Baptist Church over in Keswick, and telling us the good news about the M-Cube Academy that just occurred the last couple of weeks, and the good ministry that he has going on. So I know you learned a little something from it. Hopefully you were also encouraged, and as we always do here on In My Humble Opinion. And we'll be right back.